Alright, so hey, what's up, y'all? It's Preston here. So today this is gonna be a video. Well, not well, it's the same day as my last video, but uh, but it's gonna be just another prediction video. This one's gonna be again Tszyu versus Tony Superman Harrison. Uh, this is gonna be a good fight, man. Like, the reason why this is gonna be a good fight is because Tony Harrison is a very good boxer. He has outstanding footwork. He knows how to get out of range and get into range, get out of range. Tszyu is a very, very good pressure fighter. He's big for the weight class, and he's really strong. And he tends to keep people on the ropes because of how strong he is. And that's a big factor in this fight because keeping somebody on the ropes, is a big thing because, especially in this fight, because even though Harrison isn't a person that will stay on the ropes, he's actually a guy that tends to utilize a lot of the ring, and but the thing is, he needs to not be on the ropes. Whenever he senses that he's getting closer to the ropes and gets like closer and closer, he needs to bounce out of the range because the reason why he needs to bounce out of range is because it's like Tszyu, if you're on the ropes, Tszyu is gonna keep you onto the ropes. That's the thing. He's gonna keep you onto the ropes because that's his bread and butter. And when you're on the ropes, that's when Tszyu scores a lot of his points, and starts to score against people, and starts to do a lot of damage, because Tszyu, he just knows how to like pressure fight and he knows how to close the distance of people. The thing is, that's the thing with Tszyu is that he knows how to cut off the ring. And can he cut off the ring against Tony Harrison? Because that's something that a lot of fighters struggle to do against Tony Harrison is to punt, is to like minimize how much Tony Harrison, not like that, but because you can't really, like, you can't stop Tony Harrison from utilizing a lot of the ring, unless if you knock him out, because or you can hit him to the body, because that's what Tszyu also needs to do in this fight, is to hit Tony Harrison to the body, because if he hits Tony Harrison to the body, then, like, he would really gas out Harrison. Harrison would not want to, like, move as much. He would be fatiguing, and then that's when he's going to start not really, like, thinking, and then he's going to start going onto the ropes because of, you know, of the power of Tszyu. Because Tszyu got a lot of power. That's the one thing. He's not power. That's the one thing that me and my dad says is that power just means you got enough like power to like keep people off of you, or you have enough power to get people out of there. Power means that you have the power to knock somebody cold out, like out cold. That's the difference between power and power. And Tszyu only got power. There's nothing wrong with that, but he got that. But he's just strong. That's the thing. He's very strong for the division. Extremely, extremely strong for the division. Alright, guys, if I sound like I'm kind of like, like struggling, it's because I'm lifting my weights right now. But it's going to be a good fight. you know, um, Tszyu is a tough dude, man, again. Thing is he gonna get dropped again in this fight? Because if he gets dropped, that's a bad thing. Because he can't get dropped. Because he got dropped last time by Terrell Goucher, and that was really bad when he got dropped by Terrell Goucher. Because Goucher is good, but Goucher isn't necessarily like all that great. He's good, but he's just known to because he fought like Austin Trout. He fought a bunch of different fighters. And he also fought that one really tall guy, and he like dismantled him within like one round. It was actually kind of embarrassing. He was that one guy that Sebastian Fundora had a draw against. Go look at Sebastian Fundora's record. Fundora has like a record, and he's like has one draw, and that one draw was against the fight that Terrell Goucher won against. And that's the thing. Goucher, like not Goucher, but Tony Harrison most definitely could. I'm not gonna say he can drop. I mean, he could drop Tszyu, but you know, it's more of he can really hurt Tszyu and make Tszyu look stupid. That's the one thing, is that he can make him look absolutely dumb, and then make him not do as good. You know, and if he's not gonna make him do as good, he's just gonna bounce circles around Tszyu, and then Zyu's just gonna have a tough time to stopping and minimizing the footwork of Tony Harrison, because this all depends on, can Tszyu minimize the footwork of Tony Harrison. And the thing is, like, he could, but it's definitely going to be tough, because it's more of Tony Harrison is incredibly quick with his hands. And it's not just that. He's also got, like, some power, and he got, again, very, very fast footwork. Extremely quick footwork. Like, he has that really good footwork enough to beat Jermell Charlo and took all of his belts. But then, he took it away by Jermell. But it still doesn't matter. He still took the belts away from him. And, he could most definitely do the same to Tszyu. But I feel like Tony was kind of just super motivated at the time. He could be even motivated this time. But I'm just saying, my overall prediction for this fight, it's a good fight, but I feel like it still favors Tszyu, mainly because of how strong he is, and he's going to just overpower Tony Harrison. Don't get me wrong, Tony Harrison is a monster. He is a beast. But he's not necessarily he's strong, but I mean, he ain't stronger than Tszyu by a long mile, in my opinion. And Tszyu is like kind of like a technical fighter, but he's like a technical pressure fighter, He's like a technical pressure fighter, and he manages to get people on the ropes really easily, and I think he's going to do that against Tony Harrison, because Tony Harrison, again, is not necessarily, he's good at getting off of the ropes, but Harrison's footwork is going to get minimized by the body shots of Tszyu, and those body shots are going to be really crucial, because I feel like he's just going to have a little bit of a tough time getting off the ropes. Because Tszyu is really good at just keeping people on the ropes and making them just stay there, and get beaten up on the ropes. And that's just the whole fight, And do I think it's going to be the whole fight in this case? No. I think that Tony Harrison is still going to be bouncing circles around Tszyu, and he's definitely going to be landing good shots. But that's just how he does it. But he's still just going to lose too many rounds in this fight, and I'm picking Tszyu to win by, it's going to be a majority decision. I think it's going to be a good fight, but I feel like Tszyu is going to lose the middle rounds badly, terribly lose the middle round. But what's going to win him this fight is the later rounds, because then he's going to start figuring out how to get to the body, and start to slow down Tony Harrison, and then start to slow him down, and then, he's going to really, do a lot of damage, when he slows him down, and maybe even drop Tony Harrison. But if he drops Tony Harrison, it's going to be a stoppage. So my next pick is also going to be a stoppage in this case, because it could be a stoppage in this case because, Tony Harrison is known to get stopped by people, but you never know, It's going to be a good fight. Alright. Got my rep done. But yeah. Very good fight, man. Looking forward to it this weekend. I actually kind of forgot about this fight, to be honest with you. Mainly because, I just forgot, I didn't really think about it until, now when I got home, and what motivated me to do this video is, just doing my last video, You know, I just need to do one video to motivate me to do tons of videos if I like doing the first video. But anyhow, that's my prediction for the fight. I got Tszyu winning by either a majority decision or a TKO in the later rounds. It's definitely, again, going to be a good fight, and Harrison has a very good chance of winning this fight, but it's more of like just Tszyu. Like, thing is, he does not have a better record than Tony. That would go to Tony, who has a better resume. But who's the more talented fighter, in my opinion, and who's more of a star, and who is the one that's going to have more confidence? I believe it's going to be Tszyu. Tsyu's going to come in with loads of confidence. I'm actually on YouTube right now, and it actually looks like Tony really, I mean, not Tony, but Tim really wants to mess up Tony Harrison. Like, his face looks red. He looks like he's just pissed off at Tony for some apparent reason. You know, I didn't watch the presser or anything, or like the final press conference, but he looks pretty angry, man, and he looks like he's ready to, then he wants to do a lot of damage. So, yeah, but anyhow, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm Preston, and make sure you guys, again, like and subscribe, and peace out.